The Supreme Court's decision essentially left in place requirements that were enacted during the Biden administration, with a majority of the justices acknowledging that the proliferation of gun kits used to build so-called ghost guns has created a serious problem for law enforcement nationwide. In a 7-2 ruling, the Supreme Court today upheld federal regulations that treat gun part kits the same way as fully assembled firearms, requiring manufacturers to serialize the kits and subject buyers to age limits and background checks. The self-assembled kits produce untraceable weapons known as ghost guns.
So I think what stands out is here's a 7-justice opinion ruling that regulators can pass laws pursuant to an act of Congress that place restrictions on firearms.
Gun violence prevention groups are celebrating the court's ruling as a huge win.
We passed a state law. So even if this federal regulation had been thrown out, we still have a state law in Illinois that bars the sale of these gun kits. So for us here in Illinois, I think the most important consequence is you can't go across the border in Indiana and find a computer and download a kit, then come back across the border.
According to the Justice Department, nationally, the number of ghost guns recovered from crime and accident scenes rose nearly 17-fold between 2017 and 2023. In Cook County, State's Attorney Eileen O'Neill Burke recently announced a new policy requiring prosecutors to seek prison sentences for those caught using ghost guns in felony crimes.
The danger there is not only that they didn't have to pass a background check, it's if that gun is used in crime, you can't go through the normal process of trying to identify it, find out who owned it.
Gun manufacturers and owners had challenged the law, saying it was overreach. Justices Samuel Alito and Clarence Thomas dissenting. Thomas writing that weapons parts kits themselves do not meet the statutory definition of a firearm.
Still, there's a serious Second Amendment challenge here, which was not decided today and is the obvious next part.
Gun control advocates say the law on the books here in Illinois actually goes a step further than the national regulations banning the production of a gun with a 3D printer.
Watch breaking news on YouTube. Subscribe to ABC 7 Chicago Eyewitness News.